Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tracy Mayhew and I'm the author of several small town contemporary romances and YA fiction. If you didn't catch my last video, I'm going to link it in the cards or somewhere in the description below so that if you feel so inclined you can go check that out. You'll learn a little bit more about me, about my hopes for this channel and a little bit about how I got started in writing in the first place. But for today, I'm just going to talk about my July writing goals and then I'm going to smoothly go into talking about Camp NaNo. So behind me, you will see a Kanban board, which if you follow Sarah Cannon or Heart Breathings, you'll be very familiar with this because she uses this and this is where I got it from. This is where I learned all about it. I'm only going to give a brief overview. I'm not going to go into too much detail about how it's used and things like that. But if you would like to see that as a future video, please let me know in the comments below and I'll see about getting that out to you at some point. Because I do like to talk about planning. I think it's really interesting when people talk about their systems and how they do things. And we can learn from each other, so why not? So, as I say, behind me we have a Kanban board. And the idea of a Kanban board is it is a productivity tool. So you can use it for your business, you can use it for your personal life. The idea is you have three goals, so three main goals. You've got the first one, the second one, and the third one. So my first one's all about my writing. The second one's all about my business and author career in general. And then you've got my third goal here, which is more of a personal goal. So I'm going to go from the personal goal back to writing because that will work better for moving into Camp NaNo then. So my personal goal for July is to declutter and clean up basically my home office, my study, and basically all the workspaces around me, my desk in particular. I have drawers that are overflowing, pens, you name it, I have it. So I have started that, but it very much is a work in progress for me. I'm going to take each day as it comes, try and balance it out with work and writing. So yeah, we'll see how that one goes. But the idea is by the end of July, I shall have a clear workspace so that come the last week of July onwards, when school breaks up, I'll be able to just concentrate on the writing and not be bogged down by all the mess and clutter that surrounds me. Okay, so my business goals this month is all about learning how to use Notion. Notion is a tool that I've learned about through other author tubers, and it seems like a really good web-based product to move all my planning over to. So I'm not saying there won't be any paper, but it's certainly a much more sustainable way to have things online rather than all this paper littering up my desk, because that's my biggest problem, and that links into my personal goal about decluttering. So yeah, hopefully getting onto Notion will help me to be able to make better use of my time. And then finally my writing goal here, which looks a bit bare compared to some of the other goals here. I've only got the one sticky in that one, but that's because that says work on chapter 8 or finish chapter 18. I'm about halfway through my current WIP, so most of my tasks for my writing is to finish my WIP, not just for Christmas. That is going to be my Camp NaNo goal. So before I tell you about my goal, I'm going to talk about what Camp NaNo is and National Novel Writing Month. So Camp NaNo is a derivative of National Novel Writing Month. National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo, takes place in November. Excuse me. Takes place in November every year, where authors write 50,000 words in 30 days, which is basically a first draft of any novel. Camp NaNo takes place twice every year, once in April, once in July. I did April's one and I won it, yay. So I'm very much hoping that I can use that momentum to push through July and hopefully win that too. So my goal is to write 40,000 words. That's the thing about Camp NaNo. You can set your own targets. So it doesn't even have to be a writing target. It could be editing, it could be plotting, drafting, whatever. But mine's drafting. I want to get the first draft of Not Just for Christmas finished. So I've set myself the target of 40,000 words because I think that's how much I will need. I'm not quite sure yet if that's an overestimation or an underestimation. We're going to see. The story tells itself. I don't try and push for unnecessary words, so we'll just see where I end up. I may not even finish it by the end of July. I may need to go into August. But the hope is that come July 31st, I will be finished, not just for Christmas, and I will be able to move on to editing, not just for Christmas, in August, getting it out to my critique partner and just concentrating then on editing, formatting the book and getting it out. I do have a tentative release date in mind, but I haven't released that on anyway yet, so I'm not going to say when I'm hoping to get that out by. So yeah, wish me luck. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to do a mid-month check-in just to see how NaNo's going, and then at the end of the month, I'm going to have a full roundup of how NaNo went for me, how many words I wrote, what was my final word count, and just how easy I found it. So yeah, don't forget, if you do wish to see a more detailed video of my Kanban board setup, let me know. I will try to get that up at some point. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so that you never miss a video. I'll be back next week with a video about how my writing journey began and how I became a hybrid author. So until then, goodbye.